guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's tutorial is going to be on this fall vampy dark burgundy makeup look. So if you want to know how I got this look, then please keep on watching. So I already applied my primer. I'm going to go right in with foundation, and of course, as always, the ones I'm going to be using are both from NARS, the Luminous Weightless Foundation, and Syracuse and Barcelona. I'm going to take my Sigma flat kabuki brush just to apply my foundation. So now I'm going to be going in with my damp beauty blender just to blend everything out. To contour my face, I'm going to be using an Iconic London pigment stick and the shade E16. So to blend out my contour, I'm going to be going in with my MAC 188 brush. Now I'm just going to take a flat brush, take a little bit of the stick and just go under my nose. So now I'm going to take a flat brush from Iconic London just to blend this out. So now to highlight my face, I'm going to be going in with another Iconic London pigment stick in the shade BL6. And I'm just going to be going right under where I placed the contour. The bridge of my nose. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my beauty blender and blend my highlight out. So I'm used to contouring with more cooler tones. This shade is a little too warm to contour, but I just wanted to try it out. I think they're meant to be used as foundation sticks, but I just wanted to try it out in contour with time. But it's a little bit too warm. So I'm just gonna be going in with that same MAC 188 brush and just going over where I contour, because this line right here got to go. So this is how I like it to look. Blended, not like this. Wrong, better. Okay, so now that my face is contoured and highlighted, I'm going to be going in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm going to be dipping my favorite setting brush, which is my Bake Kabuki by Sigma, into the powder and just tapping off the excess, patting on. So I already went ahead and filled in my brows off camera, just because I'm going to be doing a full tutorial on how I do that. Let's move right into eyeshadow. So the first shade I'm going to be going in with is from the Modern Renaissance palette, and it's going to be this shade right here, which is Burnt Orange. And this is gonna be my transition shade. now I'm gonna be using my MAC 224 and the shade Love Letter. And I'm just gonna use this to deepen my crease. I'm just gonna be going in with my Iconic London blending brush and that first shade, Burnt Orange, just to make sure that everything is blended. So now to really define my crease, I'm going to be going in with the shade Red Ochre and my Makeup Addiction Taper Blender brush. Just gonna be going over my crease. And don't worry if we get it on the lid, because I will be putting concealer there for the lid shade. So because I have hooded eyes and I want my crease really defined, I'm going to be using an angled brush. And I'm going to be using this shade right over here. I'm not even going to try and pronounce the name of it, but it's just a deep brown, just to outline my crease. Now I'm going to be taking this small brush just to go in the crease and blend it out. This brush I've had for years. I know it's from Estee Lauder. I don't even know if they carry them anymore. But it's really good when you want to define your crease and not take it too high. So I'm just going to dip the brush into that Red Ochre and blend this line that I created out. So before I apply my lid shade, I'm just going to dip a flat brush into my concealer and just to outline my lid. So now for the lid, I'm going to be using this shade right over here. Just using a flat brush. I don't even know where I got this brush, but it's really good to apply my lid shadow. I find myself picking this brush up almost every time. So now it's time for my outer V, and I'm gonna be using the same shades I use on my crease. To start, I'm gonna go in with Burnt Orange and that same blending brush from Iconic London. So now I'm going to use that taper blender from Makeup Addiction and just dip it right into Love Letter. So now I'm going to take that same taper blender and go into Red Ochre. So now I'm going to be going in with that shade. And don't worry, we're going to be going in and blending that out. And for that, I'm going to be using my MAC 224 and the shade Red Ochre. I'm just going to be going right on the edges of that brown and right over here too. So now to highlight my brow bone, I'm going to be taking this shade right here. Now I'm going to be taking my Bare Minerals Bare Skin in medium golden to conceal my under eye. So now I'm going to take my damp beauty blender and just blend everything out. So now to set my under eye, I'm going to be going in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. So now that my under eye is set, I'm going to be going in and highlighting my inner corners, and for that I'm going to be using my Naked Illuminator from Urban Decay, and I'm just going to be using my MAC 219 brush. So this is what it looks like, and you guys already know this is my So now to darken up my under eye, I'm going to first be going in with this shade. So now to darken that up even more, I'm going to be using this brown shade. So now for eyeliner, you guys already know my favorite is from L'Oreal Infallible Gel Liner. And my favorite brush is my MAC 266 angled brush. So now it's time for mascara, and I'm going to be using What's Your Type by The Balm Cosmetics. So now for lashes, I'm going to be using Lily Lashes, of course, in the style Mykonos. These are my favorite right now. And of course, I'm going to be using Duo Glue to apply that. So now I'm going to be going in and bronzing my face, and for that I'm going to be using an Iconic London brush and Bahama Mama bronzer from The Balm Cosmetics. So for blush, I'm going to be using this Jake Cat's Love Struck. This is very pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way. So for highlight, I'm going to be using my Artist Couture Gold Digger and a Sigma Strobing Fan brush. So now it's time for my lips, and I'm going to be going in with Lipland Cosmetics Montenegro. I love this shade for the fall. Okay guys, so this is the final look.